As we move to 149 pounds, we send it over to Mallory Anderson, who has more on Alec Pantaleo.
Thanks, guys. Michigan sophomore Alec Pantaleo has soared on the latest national rankings, moving up to number 6 in the Intermat poll at 149 pounds. Pantaleo is currently 13-2 on the season with 8 bonus wins. He defeated the Buckeyes' 2-time All-American Hunter Steiber 5-3 in his season debut. And the only losses that he's had this season came from Oklahoma's Davion Jeffries. Back to you.
Thank you, Mallory. Yeah, Alec Pantaleo 13-2. Both of those losses coming against Davion Jeffries of Oklahoma. Once here on this very Cliff Keen floor back in November. But besides Davion Jeffries, this guy's been on a tear.
Alec Pantaleo, I will say, is my favorite wrestler on the Michigan Wolverines lineup. Simply to watch because of the exciting style he has. And as I say exciting, a California kick, like I call it, from his opponent, Kyle Langenderfer, kicks over the leg twice to avoid the takedown, and he still avoids it, and Cliff Keen is making Jeff Cook know they are unhappy with that call. But you know what? I'm going to agree with him.
I have to agree with him, too. It looked well out of bounds to me, and even though Pantaleo looked like he was being aggressive and going for that takedown, I have to agree with head official Jeff Cook as well.
He needs to control the top opponent, the bottom wrestler rather. He needs to have control on top, and he wasn't able to do that. So, you know, the fans really wanted to see his takedown, but they need to understand where Jeff Cook is coming from. And you know what? I'm not upset that they're back up on their feet. I love watching these two wrestlers going at it on the feet. Quick ankle pick from Alec Pantaleo.
And there is the 2-point takedown that this Cliff Keen crowd wanted so badly. They finally get it from Alec Pantaleo, and we see his aggressive wrestling finally come to fruition here.
And that was beautiful. It was off of a shuck by, was able to use his athleticism to get back, square with his opponent, and drop quickly down to that ankle and get the takedown.
Langenderfer getting the 1-point escape.
Wow, Alec Pantaleo unhappy with the call from Jeff Cook. He's dinged for fleeing the mat. Not quite dinged yet, but given a warning. One more stalling call against the green wrestler, Alec Pantaleo, and he will have a point up against him.
And Pantaleo looking over to the Michigan bench in frustration. He definitely has to regain his composure and get back to the aggressive nature that we saw in that first minute and a half, 2 minutes, because he's the number 6 ranked wrestler in the country. This is a big opportunity, not only to get a win, but to get some bonus points for this Michigan team. So Michigan and Alec Pantaleo cannot afford to pick up any kind of cheap points from any warnings and any stallings. So Alec Pantaleo needs to regain his composure and go back to the aggressive nature.
Both wrestlers pummeling in here. Alec Pantaleo gets to his double leg, blocks his hands, gets the 2-point shot.
And there's another 2-point takedown there.
Sort of like a freight train when he shoots that shot. There is no stopping Alec Pantaleo as he grabs a hold of both of your legs, especially when he locks his hands. Finishes off the period right. That's what you want from your young wrestlers, your top-ranked wrestlers. A quick takedown at the end of the match. That's what win matches.
And yeah, with just under 20 seconds left, that was a big takedown for Alec Pantaleo, and tough there for Kyle Langenderfer. 5-6 on the year, but this is a guy who knows Alec Pantaleo pretty well. Last year they wrestled in the Big Ten Championships, and he beat Pantaleo 9-7 in a sudden victory overtime in that Big Ten Championships last year.
And I'm sure Alec Pantaleo remembers that, and he's looking to make a statement here. He's winning a match 4-2, as Langenderfer was able to get the 1-point escape. But Pantaleo was a true freshman last season, looking to improve himself each and every time he sets foot on the mat, and he's done so far this season.
And he definitely did it last weekend against 2-time All-American Hunter Steiber, who was making his return from injury first time back, but that was a huge win for Alec Pantaleo.
For those of you that don't know or recognize the Steiber last name, Logan Stieber, the older brother of Hunter Stieber, the 4-time national champ from Ohio State, the wrestler of the year last season. Unbelievable talent from the Stieber family, not just from Logan Stieber, but from Hunter Stieber as well. A returning All-American was looking to make his well-anticipated return to action against Alec Pantaleo, but Pantaleo spoiled that return to the mat.
In Columbus, too, in Columbus, so it was a big upset on the road.
And he's like a magnet when he goes for that shot. Alec Pantaleo stays on his opponent. When they think that he's gonna let them go, he continues to wrestle. Langenderfer did a great job, though, of avoiding the takedown. They're back up on the feet with 36 seconds left, but Pantaleo is looking for that shot. Langenderfer really needs to get to his offense here.
Again, the Cliff Keen crowd very upset that the neutral position was called there, but Pantaleo will go back to the middle of the mat and look to attack again.
Again, I think that was a little bit too optimistic of these Cliff Keen Wolverine fans. There was no way that that was a takedown. It was great wrestling, and he continued to go for the shot, but he at no point had control of the opponent.
And as the second period comes to an end, it's Pantaleo who still leads 4-2.
There's Kyle Langenderfer, 5-6 on the season. He's gonna go top as Alec Pantaleo elects to go bottom heading into the third period. This will be an exciting period.
Quick one-point escape there for Pantaleo, extending his lead to 5-2.
And when I say explosive, I don't just mean the takedowns. Did you see that? I was looking at the clock, not looking at the map, and I hear 1-point escape is awarded just 2 seconds into the period, not even. Seemed like a second and a half, and he was already back up to his feet looking for a takedown. And that's one thing Alec Pantaleo needed to work on last season, was getting up off bottom, improve his mat wrestling. Last year he had the takedowns, and he still has them this year, but he needed to improve and become a more well-rounded wrestler. He's a true sophomore this year, has still not used up his redshirt eligibility, and he has been improving his game every time we see him wrestle.
Yeah, definitely the escapability was one thing that he tried to bring to his game this year, and we saw it right there firsthand with that quick 1-point escape as soon as this third period started.
And a stalemate was called. Both wrestlers back up on their feet. Langenderfer looks for a quick shot. Pantaleo easily gets away from it. A lot of excitement so far in this matchup. And speaking of excitement, what do we have next at 157 pounds?
Well, we have Brian Murphy from Michigan. That's who you're talking about, right, Jens?
Brian Murphy, the number 5 ranked wrestler in the country, looking to upset one of arguably the most dominant wrestlers currently in NCAA college wrestling.
In any weight class, I would say.
In any weight class. Isaiah Martinez at 157 pounds.
Isaiah Martinez, 17-0 on the season. He's getting ready to come up next and hopefully extend his record this year to 18-0.
What a great end to the match. Both wrestlers looking for takedowns. Alec Pantaleo takes it 5-2, gets the victory, is able to overcome and avenge his loss at the Big Tens.